Welcome. Today we are going to continue with KCSE Paper 2 questions on Jeremiah. This is part 2. Kindly go to the playlist and watch part 1. 2006 question 5B and C. B. Identify the symbolic acts used by Prophet Jeremiah to demonstrate God's judgment and punishment to the Israelites. Buying a new linen waistcloth and burying it in a cleft of the rock. This you can find in Jeremiah chapter 13 from verse 1 to 11. Jeremiah was not to marry. This you'll find in Jeremiah chapter 16 from verse 1 to 18. The reworking of the vessels by the potter. Jeremiah chapter 18 verse 1 to 17. The breaking of the earthen flask before the elders. Jeremiah chapter 19 verse 1 to 15. He was shown two baskets of figs, one with good figs and another with bad figs. Jeremiah chapter 24 verse 1 to 10. Remember here, the question was just about identifying, not explaining. Question 5C. What lessons do Christians learn from Prophet Jeremiah to teaching on the new covenant? They should internalize the law of God. They should have personal relationship with God. There is individual responsibility of one's sins. There is forgiveness of sins. Christians have an everlasting relationship with God. Those who repent their sins have a new beginning. They need to have faith in God. They should obey and practice the law of God. They learn that the new covenant is fulfilled in the coming of Jesus Christ. 2008, that is KCSE 2008, question 5A and B. Question 5A, explain the significance of the symbolic act of buying land by Prophet Jeremiah. It showed the people of Judah still had a future despite the coming crisis. Number 2, it was an assurance that the people would be restored back to their homeland. 3, it demonstrated that the people would resume their normal lives. 4, divine judgment was not an end in itself. 5, restoration was to take place at God's own time. 6, the people had to wait patiently for their return from exile. 7, it showed that God was loving because He was going to bring them back to their ancestral land. The last point is it made them feel secure. Question 5B, outline the suffering of Prophet Jeremiah during his ministry. Number 1, he was rejected by his own family, or you can say relatives. 2, people made false accusations against him. 3, he was threatened with death because of speaking for God. 4, he lived a lonely, solitary life. This is because he was commanded to neither marry nor attend any social gatherings. Five, his message was rejected by the Israelites. 6, he went through spiritual struggle as he saw the evil prosper while the righteous suffered. He was physically assaulted, or you can just say he was beaten. The enemies attempted to kill him, or you can just say they put him in a muddy cistern. He was humiliated in public. He was imprisoned. He was arrested and put on trial. KCSE 2010, question 5A and B and C. Question 5A, Give 6 reasons why Jeremiah was not willing to accept the call of God to become a prophet. He felt that he was too young. He did not have the message to the people. He lacked confidence, or rather courage. He did not know how to speak. He was afraid of confronting, that is, talking against the kings. The task was too difficult and overwhelming for him. He was not sure of what could be done to him by the people of the message he was to deliver. Question 5b. Explain 4 evils condemned by Prophet Jeremiah during the temple sermon. Number 1, he condemned the false belief about the temple not being destroyed because it was God's dwelling place. Number 2, he condemned hypocrisy, that is, the presence of people who committed different sins and came to the temple to worship Yahweh. 3, he talked about the defiled state of the temple by placing idols in it. 4, he condemned the worship of other gods, that is, he condemned idolatry. 5, he condemned the practice of human sacrifice, which was against the commandments of God. 6, he condemned oppression of the foreigners, widows, and orphans, which was against the covenant way of life. He condemned the stubbornness of the Israelites against God's warning. 5c, state 6 ways in which church leaders communicate God's message to people in Kenya today. Use of print media or use of giving out Bibles, for example, publications in conference and retreats. Holding public meetings, or you can call them crusades or rallies, through singing songs of praise, through conducting pastoral care, through carrying spiritual healing, conducting door-to-door evangelism visits, providing material support to the needy, through leading exemplary lives, through electronic media. Question 11. This is KCSE 2012. Question 5, paper 1. From the call of Jeremiah, identify 8 qualities of God. God is the creator. God knows every person by name. Or you can say God is all-knowing. God is a planner. God is holy. God hates evil or punishes evil. God is just. He is caring. God is merciful or forgiving. God is universal. God is a protector. He is powerful. He is beyond human understanding. He is everywhere. He restores and He is the provider. Question 5b. Give 6 characteristics of the new covenant foreseen by Prophet Jeremiah. The laws would be written in the hearts of men and women. Every individual would know God individually. It would be an everlasting covenant, that is, it will not be broken again. There would be individual responsibility of sins. God would forgive their sins and remember them no more. It would be established after God's punishment, or after God punishes the Israelites, which is the remnant. It would be established to the remnant. It would establish a new Israel. That's a new people of God. It would be initiated by God. Question 5c. List 8 moral values that a Christian can acquire from the life of Prophet Jeremiah. Ways in which Christians can assist victims of disasters: by donating food, clothing, or material needs, by providing shelter for them, by resettling them in safe areas, offering guidance and counseling, through offering health care, by reuniting them with their families, by providing financial assistance, by taking preventive measures against future disaster, through visiting them, praying for them, or you can say praying with them, preaching to them. With reference to the teaching of Prophet Jeremiah on judgment, state 6 ways in which God would punish the people of Judah. Prophet Jeremiah proclaimed that the people of Judah would be invaded by an enemy from the north. The city of Jerusalem would be destroyed by a merciless nation. God would send a serpent to bite them for sacrificing their sons or their daughters to the idol gods. God would bring drought upon the land of Judah. That is, there would be a scarcity of water and food. The people of Judah would die of diseases. They would lose their inheritance, their wives, vineyards, and flock to the foreigners. The people of Judah would be killed by sword. The people of Judah would be taken to exile. List 8 moral values that a Christian can acquire from the life of Prophet Jeremiah. In what ways did Prophet Jeremiah suffer while carrying out his work in Judah? There was a plot to kill Prophet Jeremiah by his people at Anathoth. He was tormented by the prosperity of the wicked. Jeremiah suffered loneliness, or you can call it isolation. He was in constant conflict with the leaders. He was mocked by the people. You can say he was ridiculed. Jeremiah was hated by the people of Judah. He was imprisoned. He was beaten by Pasha the priest. He was physically assaulted. That is, you can just say he was put in a cistern. List 8 moral values that a Christian can acquire from the life of Prophet Jeremiah. Obedience, loyalty, perseverance, patience, self-control, courage, honesty, respect, purity, hope, humility, and justice. Did you understand? Kindly let me know in the comment section below and what video I can do tomorrow. Thanks a lot for subscribing and listening to me. God bless you.